Friday Night Fantasy Football with Fantasy Domain. Did you like that, or was that dumb?
It was okay.
Welcome in, guys. We're going to answer a ton of fantasy football questions tonight. We are in the thick of fantasy football season. We are so glad you have joined us today. Make sure you drop a like on the stream before we get started here, and make sure you are dropping your comments in the comments section, because we're going to answer every single fantasy football question there is. We do get a lot of comments during these, so do remember that we're going to have to prioritize super chats. If you really want your question answered, we skip ahead to those. That's just how it works. But we are going to answer all questions tonight. So we do have a subscriber goal tonight. I think what's the 3,100 is the next 100 mark. Is that right, Sam? I can't remember what the thing is. 3,200. Let's get to 3,200 tonight. All right, so if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. Drop all your questions. Start, sit, fantasy trades, anything. Let's get them all answered tonight. And like I said, we will skip ahead if you do a super chat. Sam, you let us know when you're ready with the comments, and we will get into this thing. Like I said, drop a like on the video, and let's do this. All right, let's start at the top. Mike, what's up, Mike? Start James Cook, Kyron Williams, and flex Ridley or Pittman. I'm assuming that's James Cook or Kyron Williams, and then flex Ridley or Pittman. So I'll let you handle that.
This week, I would start James Cook because Kyron Williams is playing the Colts run D, which is really good. And then Ridley or Pittman. That pains me to not start Ridley, but I'm gonna lean Pittman just because of the stretch that he's been on recently, and Ridley has been more hit or miss. It might take him a little bit more time to get consistent and stuff like that. And I mean, just straight up, the Jags offense hasn't looked very good. So it's a little bit risky, but honestly, not really from a production perspective, because Pittman's outproducing Ridley like significantly, and he has a really nice floor because of his targets. So I'd go Pittman there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dan Fuller says, I traded
Dan?
Aaron Jones and Sutton for JT, and I already have Kyron, Gibbs, and A-Chain. Good trade, full PPR. I think it's okay. So I have seen a lot of people. Aaron Jones it's funny because Aaron Jones is kind of the culprit of a lot of trades right now, which is humorous because we're big fans of Aaron Jones personally. And honestly, if JT is going to outproduce Aaron Jones in an offense where he's highly utilized this season, like it would take a lot. So I think it's risky, but in fantasy, you're shooting for upside, shooting for ceiling. I just think there may have been a possibility that you could have gotten JT for cheaper, but you're the one that knows your league. So I think it's a fair trade.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oscar Garcia says, redraft 10-team full PPR, Higgins or Thielen? Thielen.
Wow.
Starting Thielen.
Oh, yeah, starting, yeah. I thought he was saying trade. Ayuk or Higgins for the rest of the season, full PPR. Whew, that's tough. That's tough. I mean, you can make an argument that Brandon Ayuk is the wide receiver one in San Francisco. What are you doing? What are you taking?
I mean, the definition of Ayuk's career has been inconsistency. Same with T. Higgins. T. Higgins is the 2, and there's only 3 really solid weapons there.
I'll take T.
I'll take T, for sure.
T. Higgins there. G16, what is up, my man? Bryce says, y'all are the GOATs.
Oh,
Bryce,
thanks, man.
You are also a GOAT. G16 says, I basically turned Christian Watson, Javonte Williams, Mostert, and 3 still high players I got off waivers for Waddle and Olave in a redraft league this week. That's literally how you play fantasy football right there. I mean, you could start the G16 clinic for fantasy football players and people would attend, and they'd learn a lot. Hans Cook, what is up, Hans? Higgins. Yeah, he agrees with us there. Yeah. Rob says, Purdy or Richardson?
When AR plays,
it's AR. It's AR.
He's rushing upside.
AR is cleared this week, too. He is good to go, so we are definitely going with AR.
Please don't get injured again. Please.
Yeah. Gerald says, hello.
Hi.
Christian Kirk, Zay Flowers, or Joe Mixon. Choose half PPR. I'm going to go Joe Mixon there. I think he's got the highest floor and also the highest upside.
They have a tough matchup, though. They are playing Tennessee. Tennessee's run D has been
Their run D
solid.
is really good.
But again, in half PPR, I'm still going to lean the higher floor with the running back.
I'm with Nathan there.
Austin Hicks says Tua or Lamar, non-PPR. I'll take Tua this week in probably what will be a shootout game. Really like Lamar, really like his rushing upside, but division opponents are so unpredictable, and the Browns are straight up good this year.
31-28. We're one closer to 3,200. All right, keep going.
One closer. I thought you were like saying one away from 3,200. I was very confused.
Figured it out.
Yeah. Hans Cook says Purdy. Yep. Back of the. We'd still lean AR there between Purdy or Richardson. Bobby Toda says start one in full PPR. Nico Collins, Tank Dell, or George Pickens. Gross. I'll take Tank Dell there.
Tank is Adele.
Yep.
Jeremiah says, what's up, Jeremiah? Choose one to start. 10-team non-PPR. Brees, Kelly, Algier, Warren. Gainwell have Eckler, but he's doubtful. Yeah, he's officially out this week. Thanks so much. You are so welcome. And our answer to you is going to be, I got to think about this. For me, it's between Algier and Warren, probably. Who are you picking there? I'll probably do Algier.
Yeah.
He's a guy I know is going to get some work. Warren's close, but I'll take Algier there.
Yeah, I'll go Algier as well.
Hans says, what's up, fellas? What is up, Hans? Good to see you, man. Anna Gwynn, who is that? Says, excited for another live stream. Let's go. What are y'all's thoughts on the Broncos offense against Chicago's defense? Specifically the wide receivers.
Start as many as you can. I'm dead serious.
She's a big Russ fan, too, so.
I mean, Mims may have a third straight nice fantasy week.
Yeah, I would venture to say. So, yeah, you're starting those guys for sure.
Yep.
Emmanuel says the Swifties have hacked Sleeper.
Yeah, we saw that.
We did see that. It was
Travis
that is
Kelce.
quite funny. Did you see that, Sam? Did I show that to you?
No.
So Travis Kelce's actually I want you to right now look up Travis Kelce on Sleeper.
Okay.
Do it. We're gonna get Sam's live reaction to this. If you guys haven't done this, check out Travis Kelce's profile on Sleeper right now.
Oh, I already have a guess.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
Huh.
I
I don't know, man.
Stefan Brown says, I'll wait till you're done, Sam. Go ahead. We're gonna wait for Sam's reaction here. Keep dropping your questions, drop your comments. Make sure you drop a like on the stream.
Holy smokes.
Isn't that freaking hilarious?
Owned by none other than Andy.
Right.
Dandy.
Yeah.
Andy Schmidt.
Steven says Kamara, Ford, or Addison in PPR. We'll go Addison this week. Kamara probably for the rest of the season. We're just going to be conservative with starting him week 1 back after he hasn't played.
Where the
for a
heck did
while.
you jump to?
Kamara, Ford, or Addison right
Where is
after the Swifties have hacked sleepers.
It's right
Steven
below.
Brown.
You
Steven
goober.
Brown.
Why am I not seeing this?
Dude, you literally were just about to read it before.
Oh,
the
okay,
reaction.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
Quick aside, I had
Idiot.
no idea that Taylor Swift was 6'5", 250.
That's awesome. Rob says, I have CMC, Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Olave, Lamb, Puka, A-Chain. Gosh. Since Lions only play Montgomery, I'm down and need 6-point lead to win. All right.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Best of luck to you, man.
You've got a good team, man.
And even though we missed on Gibbs for the third straight week about must starting, I don't think you can really you can't dog him too much because he didn't lay a egg on
Complete
you.
egg.
He 9 points wasn't bad.
Start Tank Dell or Drake London. I'm doing Tank.
Yep, I'm doing Tank as well.
Ryan Bread, my man, says, let's get this Cheddar Brothers. You freaking know it.
Yeah.
G16 says, daily sell fields reminder. Can we pin that? Let me see. And no, I'd have to replace our pinned
Just
message.
Sam, just leave it on the board. Just leave it on
Yeah,
there.
Just
it'll,
leave-
it'll be there for a little bit.
Good.
We'll let it
Just let it marinate.
Just let it marinate.
Love
Simmer.
marinate. What's your favorite marination with like chicken?
The one,
Marinade.
I don't know.
All right.
Seth says 0-3 right now. I'm sorry. We'll help you. 12-man, 3 wide receiver, 2 flex, half PPR teams. Allen, James Cook, Kamara, Lamb, Chase, Addison, Godwin, Palmer, Judy, Deontay, Logan Thomas. Offered Brees Hall and Kyle Pitts for Brian Robinson.
Ugh.
So he would get Brees and Pitts. I honestly would probably take that.
I would still take Brees, and I know it doesn't look very attractive right now, but you're already 0-3. We play for the end of the season, and if any time this season that Brees is going to produce, it's going to be after Zach Wilson is benched, which literally could happen as early as this week. And yeah, I'm going to say if Trevor Siemian is playing instead of Zach Wilson, everyone in that offense is for the better in fantasy.
Yeah.
Like everyone.
All right,
So,
I'll let you take a couple.
yeah, next is going to be Hans Cook. Gibbs broke my heart. I took it out on Cam Akers and dropped him for Zach Charbonnet. Do we really want to rant about this?
No, not right now.
Yeah.
I am so mad at the Lions.
Lot
Like,
of
you have
feelings.
no idea. I'm not happy. I don't want to spend. I want to answer their questions.
We were
Let's
rage
do what we're
texting
supposed to do.
all
Like,
night.
I am
It
not
was bad.
happy.
It was really bad.
Go ahead.
Zachary Gaskin says Ertz or Hunter Henry. We're going to say Ertz every week. Hunter Henry's very touchdown dependent. Ertz had a down week last week, but he's going to get a lot of targets consistently more often than not. So Manuel says, too, Dameon Pierce is a buy low, ? He has volume after 3 weeks, and the Texans will be getting back their starters on the O-line. That is something to keep an eye on for sure. And, yeah, I could get behind that. We haven't done a lot of statistical breakdown on his performance recently, but we know he's been very efficient. But we do know also that the O-line has been very banged up. Week 2, when the Colts played him, they were out every single one of their starting 5.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's definitely. I think that's wise if you can get them for really dirt cheap. Fantasy Domain says, drop your questions. Super chats, jump the line.
There you go.
Couldn't have said it better. Emmanuel Camacho says, like and subscribe, people. We
Thanks,
also
buddy.
could have said it better. Appreciate you, man. Keith says, need a half PPR flex. Ford, Collins, Palmer. Thanks, boys. We're going to go with Palmer this week. He had a really good week playing alongside Mike Williams and Keenan Allen, and now he's really the two until Quentin Johnson can continue to develop. So
I am going to give you a different answer and go Palmer. Without...
that's what I said. I said Palmer, dude.
Oh. I thought
Holy
you
Toledo.
said
Dude, you
Collins.
are wiped today. You're
I'm
out of
fine.
it.
What are you talking about?
Oh, you
Hey,
space-
3129, thanks for subscribing.
Yeah.
All right, my turn. Santo De Carlos. What's up, Santo De Carlo? That is a cool freaking name, my
You
man.
know what happens if you add 3, 1,
There
and
we go.
2?
6.
69, baby.
Nice.
Nice.
Zay Flowers or Elijah Moore at flex. We'll go Zay Flowers there. We like Zay, and we think he's the wide receiver one there. Charbonnet's in my waivers. Do I drop Gainwell, Spears, or Godwin, or leave it? Gainwell or Spears?
I would drop Spears.
Spears probably, yeah.
Yep.
Zachary Gaskin, what's up, Zach? Says, also need help on deciding what to do with Gibbs. Oh, gosh, you're asking the wrong people. Getting a lot of offers for him, but none are enticing. He's a hold. For the price that we had to draft him at this season, he's got to be a hold, right? We don't want to sell. It is just, but at the same time, I'm like, I just don't want to have him anymore. I just don't want to have to be angry about it. I don't have to want to worry about, is he going to get carries? Like, I have mixed emotions. I think you have to hold, though. All right, Bryce, what's up? Need a flex play this week. Full PPR, Javonte Williams, DJ Chark, or Judge Judy. Judge Judy.
Nice.
Mistakenly sat David Montini went off. LOL. I did the
Rip.
exact same thing this
Yeah,
week.
my wife did the same thing.
Yep.
She was upset.
I'm going to go Javonte Williams.
So will I.
I think I would too.
Start every
I'd be
guy in that
between him
offense.
and Judy.
Yeah, and I think I'm taking Javonte.
I mean, I trust Javonte staying healthy that whole game more than Judy. So
Rip.
just saying. Hey, just a reminder, guys, we have a ton of comments right now that we're trying to get to, and we're going to do the best to get through all of them for you. But again, if you want to get your answer as soon as possible, or if we have to cut it short eventually in a couple hours, just remember, super chats get priority, but we're going to keep grinding these out as much as we can for you.
Yep.
Rybread says Derrick Henry versus Cincinnati, Ramondre playing Dallas, Jim Connor versus San Francisco, Kamara, Tampa Bay, Sanders, Minnesota. Who sees the bench? I'm going to go Kamara, Tampa Bay.
Yep. Kamara was in our don't start this week. It's his first week back.
Yeah.
Those other matchups aren't terrible. The Ramondre versus Dallas is scary, but if you feel convicted about Kamara. Oh, Miles Sanders actually was limited at practice today with a groin injury, the same one that's been plaguing him.
That's
So you might end up
frustrating.
having to sit Kamara. Are you worried about Saquon rest of season injury-wise? Are you holding or selling? We are definitely holding Saquon.
Absolutely
League-winning
holding.
upside.
Yep.
Kinger says, hey, guys. What's
Hi.
up, my man? Worried about Mixon's matchup. Start him, Johnson, or Kamara at running back full PPR. That's probably Roshan Johnson.
Yeah.
I'm still going to go with
Still
Joe
gonna go
Mixon.
Mixon. Yep.
That you're talking about a hobbled Joe Burrow, a wide receiver core that's not gotten a lot of action this year. And if we can get Joe Mixon on our fantasy roster in a position where he could score. Look, the Titans, yes, they have a great run defense. They've been very good. Jerome Ford still got 2 touchdowns out of that last week. Joe Mixon can absolutely do the same thing.
Yeah.
So
Completely agree.
go ahead.
Next guy here is going to be, where are we at? Rybread, what rookie players have you guys been right and wrong about so far this season? Well, we don't like to take our L's too quickly, but one that we already have publicly taken our L on is Tank Dell. We said he was a sit, I think, like 2 weeks in a row, or just
Yeah, we
once.
just told him not to
Told him
waiver him.
not to waiver him or anything, and then he went up and put up 25 points. So
Yeah.
that was the guy that we are definitely wrong about. A lot of people are going to say that we were wrong about A-Chain. Take your L on A-Chain.
After 2 or 3 weeks of this, we will.
Yeah, we
but
will.
We're going to wait on that. We like to see like a 3-week sample size before we start like thinking we're right about something.
Yeah.
We're right about Stroud. See, JSN hasn't done anything so far, so I could think you could technically say that, but we were always drafting JSN for the end of the season, so there's also that part of it. We nailed Addison.
Nailed Flowers.
Roshan Johnson we also did well on.
Stroud.
Stroud we killed. Like even though we were taking a lot of Stroud like at the end of best ball drafts.
I'd love to say we nailed Puka, but we didn't really say he would be anything in fantasy. So
Josh Downs we've done well on so
Yeah.
far.
Yeah,
Sam
Downs is
Laporta.
good.
We have a lot of Sam Laporta. So
Yeah.
those are a couple, but yeah, we're kind of waiting to see on some of the smaller sample size guy.
yeah.
David Elliott says, considering sending Kittle and one of my 24 seconds for Christian Watson to open a regular season lineup for Laporta. I need wide receivers. I only have D-Hop, Mike Evans, and McLaurin. Thoughts? Sending Kittle and for Christian Watson, I'm okay with. I'm okay with a Kittle in a second for Christian Watson.
Yep. So
That's fine if you need wide receiver depth. All right, go ahead, Nathan.
Zachary Gaston says Rashad White or Javonte Williams this week. Rashad is playing the Saints. The Saints have Tampa's number. I'll go Javonte there. Max Bielowski says, can I trust B-Rob and White rest of the season? Najee for bye week injuries. I think you can for the rest of the season trust B-Rob. I think ultimately you want to trust Bieniemy's play calling, his ability to put B-Rob in the right positions, and he's looked pretty solid as well. And then Rashad White, I liked him going into this year, and he's delivered. He's been what he is, which is a mid-talented running back that has plenty of volume. So I trust him, yeah.
All right, super chat, Daniel Wright. Let's get that one on the screen real quick. Daniel asks, 2 wide receivers plus a flex. Okay. Pickens, Dell, Addison, and A-Chain. We will go – I'll go Addison, Tank Dell, and A-Chain, I think.
Who's Pittsburgh playing this week?
Yeah, let's look at the matchups. But that's
I know A-Chain.
Dell and Addison are definitely my 2 wide receivers.
A-Chain's playing Buffalo. A-Chain could actually he could do something in Buffalo. He could be pretty solid. The Steelers are playing Houston, and Stingley is injured.
So Pickens, Dell, and Addison.
I think I would go all 3 wide.
All right, let's do let's do it the trio of wide receivers. Appreciate the super chat. Like I said, guys, if you want to jump the line, super chats are going to take priority, but we've got to jump back up here and do all these questions. We want to answer everybody's questions that we can for sure. Where in the heck were we?
I got you. J-Dog says, hey, boys, what do I do with Gibbs? I'm a competitive team, and he's killing me. He's killing everybody. He's killing us. We are...
People asking me what to do with Gibbs.
So many questions. I think we need to answer the question at this point because we're just going to keep getting asked it. No. Are we panicking about Gibbs? Absolutely. By far. Are we saying to start Gibbs anymore? No. Bench Gibbs until he produces. Do we think Gibbs is going to even have a chance at finishing as a top 16 running back this season? No. At this point, he has to prove it. And it's not even him. It's not his fault. Every time he's given the opportunity, he has produced. He's been efficient. He's been insane, just like DeAndre Swift, but better vision. And honestly, even more explosive. And they just keep giving Monty all of the goal line touches. Monty with 3 touchdowns, 35 points. At this point, you can't start Gibbs, but we're not going to sell him for a bag of chips. There's a lot of season left, and I mean, you saw it. Montgomery's already gotten hurt this year. He's already banged up, and we don't account for injury, but when it comes to holding or selling a player, when Gibbs is already going to be cheap in fantasy, just hold him for the possibility that Monty may go down for a couple weeks again, and Gibbs could save your season. But
how many bags of chips would you sell him for?
Depends on how big the bag of chips is.
Let's say a regular full-size bag of chips.
I don't love chips.
Okay.
So I'd probably still go with Gibbs.
Okay.
I do like tortilla chips though, and if you gave me
5 bags,
queso with the chips, then I would probably go with the chips and queso. But
you guys are fat.
Slayer 1200 12-team PPR. Who to drop from the bench? Christian Watson is coming off IR. Good question. London, Algier, Sharbs have Gainwell, Spears, Hunt. Let's do Spears. Or Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt's bad.
No. Hold Hunt. I would hold Hunt on your roster more than definitely more than Spears, bro.
Spears has been getting a good snap share though.
He's still playing alongside
Kareem
Derek.
But Kareem Hunt's not going to do anything.
Kareem Hunt's playing alongside Jerome Ford. Would you prefer that with that offensive line, or would you prefer the garbage Tennessee offense where Spears is playing alongside Derek?
What I would do if I were you is I would actually just try to trade Kareem Hunt.
Also receiving upside. Yeah, try to trade Kareem Hunt. That we can definitely agree on. Make COD great again. I assume that's Call of Duty. 2-1 in a 8-team PPR. Nice. I was offered Josh Jacobs and Mike Evans for Bijan Robinson. What are your thoughts? Running backs: Bijan, Saquon, Taylor, Moss. Oh my gosh, Kyron, Pierce, White, Hall. Holy crap! Oh, it's an 8-team. 8-team.
Oh, okay.
Pittman, Higgins, Pickens, Flowers. So what I would do? You are in need of wide receivers.
31-30.
We have been notably low on Mike Evans with his impressive production. We've said that he's not going to be able to continue it, that it will probably go down starting with the matchup against Tampa Bay. If you could hold off on that deal for one more week and see if you can't get a receiver better than Evans after Evans inevitably disappoints this week against the Saints, I think I would try that. But Bijan to me, because I love Jacobs. I mean, I think it's absolutely possible. I think Jacobs and Bijan are in the same tier from a fantasy perspective this year. at the end of the season. That's what I think. So I like the idea here, especially because you have a lot of need at wide receiver. Just see if you can't get a better wide receiver than Mike Evans.
Yeah, Fat Boy. Is this you, Sam? Who's a better start, Calvin Ridley or Tank Dell? We're gonna go Calvin Ridley there.
Yeah.
Oh.
Who?
Yeah. Full PPR. I've got offered Chase and Swift for Bijan Hopkins and Javonte Williams. I'm inclined to accept since I think Swift may be a top 10 running back rest of the season, and I also have Pollard. That's pretty close. I think I would be. Are you taking Swift or Hopkins and Javonte?
Well, he's getting Chase and Swift.
I know. I'm saying Chase for Bijan's probably a wash.
I'm taking the Chase and Swift
All right.
side.
Yeah, I think then you're good. Let's take Chase and Swift
Chase
there.
and Swift side.
Jack, what's up? Jack says, Domain!
Hey!
Happy Friday, Legends. What's up, Jack? Happy Friday to you. Random questions. Are we tuning into the Toy Story broadcast of the London game on Disney+? I will say this. Mr. Potato Head, underrated character in Toy Story. Hilarious.
He's so funny. I just
Loyal
watched the first
husband,
one.
though.
Yeah.
Can fit everything in his trunk. Like, I love it. For a potato, he is extremely cool. That said, I probably will not be watching the Toy Story version. But good question, Jack. Good to see you, man.
I may try it out for kicks just to see what it's like. It looks weird.
You take an edible and watch that. That would be kind of funny. Rob says, out of the ones listed earlier in my previous question, who would you sit? My apologies for the lack of directions. You are good.
But now we have to go.
Now I have to go find it. Who would you sit?
CMC, Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Olave, Lamb, Puka, A-Chain.
I'll let you take that.
Who would I sit? It depends on how many people you have to start and what positions you need to place them in. We still need a little more information there. Rob, sorry about that. Next question.
Drop that at the bottom, Rob. I know it's going to take a while, but
yeah.
we'll get there.
Joe Colley says 10-team PPR 2-1. Tua, CMC, Ford, DK, Sutton, Waller, Christian Watson, bench. Not going to read it. Line up any trade ideas. So,
Super chat, by the way.
Yep. I think your team looks fine. I think you have plenty of upside there with the running backs. So wide receivers, you got some work to do for sure. Your wide receivers are pretty rough. And honestly, I would look to start Marquise Brown consistently. Don't have him sit on your bench. Any trade ideas? Trade Jerome Ford. Please trade Jerome Ford. I just traded Jerome Ford in a 12-team fantasy league for Michael Pittman straight up. And you're definitely struggling at wide receiver, so I'd look for something like that specifically. Ultimately, if you want a total team breakdown, you can go to flyfantasy.com/domain. We'll do a team blueprint for you.
All right, let's jump down to our super chats. Boone, thank you, Boone, and welcome to the stream.
And welcome from Canada.
Oh, is that where that is?
Nice.
I think.
No, it's California.
I
don't know. Boone, tell us where you're
we'll
from.
Find out.
Trade Mike Kyron and Ingram for Jacobs. I have Ferguson. Oh, that's tough.
Yeah. Yep. I'd do that.
Really?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yep.
I like Evan Ingram though.
I know. So do I.
And I like Kyron Williams.
So do I. I like Jacobs.
So why are you making that trade?
Because Jacobs has already showcased in the first couple weeks of the season that his receiving upside, even if he starts slow as a rusher, is really good. Results in a really high floor. And, I mean, when you look at how he started in 2022, he started pretty slow, and then he ends up being the running back 3. So I still really like Jacobs. Like, I'm very confident in what he's going to do this season.
But Kyron Williams has gotten as many as 10 targets in a game, so he's the same way.
Yeah, but he's also had as little as, 1. Yeah. I still think Kyron is a little – I mean, he is physically much less talented than Josh Jacobs.
True,
much less.
All right, yeah, I think you're good making that trade for Jacobs. I want to be in agreement with Nathan there. Booyah also had a super chat. I didn't see a question with that, so Booyah, if you got a question, let us know, but appreciate you, man. Boone did say Canada. You were right.
Yeah.
All right, if we see a Booyah question, let's answer that because they also had a super chat. Appreciate you, though.
Yeah. Max Bielowski says 12-man, 2-flex PPR. My starting roster is Hurts, B. Rob White, A.J. Brown, Chase, Amari, Musgrave. 3-0 currently. Cool. Nice job. It's a good-looking roster there. I like your wide receivers for sure. Simo Everything says, who at wide receiver and flex out of Tank Dell, Brandon Ayuk, and Calvin Ridley? Wide receiver 2 and flex. So I would go with Ridley, and I would go with... Did you go Tank Dell or Ayuk?
Ayuk.
Yeah, I'd go with Ayuk as well, I think.
Yeah, sorry. All right, should I flex Ramondre, Christian Kirk, or Mims? So Ramondre plays the Cowboys this week.
I mean,
Mims.
James Conner just put up a clinic against the Cowboys.
Mims plays the
defense.
Bears. I'm going to go with Marvin Mims.
I'm going Mims.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Graham
Hashtag
Johnson.
Bears.
Graham Johnson says, Miles Sanders or Devontae Smith, if they both play full PPR, I'm going to go Devontae Smith every time there.
Absolutely.
Um,
Daniel Wright says, I need 2 wide receivers in a flex. Pickens, Dell, Addison, and A-Chain. I think we already answered this question.
did we?
Yep.
Okay.
We
Yep.
did. Jeremiah Standers says, you guys are great. Appreciate you, Jeremiah.
Thank you, Jeremiah.
Who would be a good target for Mostert? I have him. Is James Cook not enough? What would you let him go for? We are holding Raheem Mostert for now. A lot of people in the fantasy spaces on YouTube are telling you to sell Raheem Mostert. We were one of the few saying to buy him before his big game.
Yeah.
And now we're still going to say that he is a hold. A lot of questions, a lot of things to iron out in the Dolphins offense, but for now we are very confident in Raheem Mostert.
30-31 and 31-32. Appreciate you guys subscribing. Thanks so much. Like I said, drop your questions and comments. We are obviously going to be way behind, but we jump ahead for all super chats. So that's kind of how we prioritize here. Let's move to the next one. And who are we on?
Another Hans.
Calvin Ridley or Zay Flowers at the flex spot this week?
Ridley,
please. Taking the higher ceiling. Luis29 says, full PPR, pick one, please. Need
that's
help.
with 4 Z's.
Mixon at Tennessee. Sanders at Minnesota. Pierce at Pittsburgh. I'm gonna do
we're going to
Mixon
go
again.
Mixon at Tennessee.
We're telling a lot of people to start Joe Mixon. He better do well for us.
He
this
better
week.
do well for us.
Yeah.
And a lot of that is because Sanders banged up, very questionable. So
Yes.
he could even struggle if he plays, even against a bad defense. Graham Johnson says Eckler out again.
Yeah, you're telling us.
In
Jeez.
caps. Back to Kelly or take a shot with Jalen Warren. Please don't start Kelly. I'd rather do Jalen Warren at this point.
Yeah.
Manuel says,
I got this question.
All right.
Favorite Parks and Rec character?
Can we all say this at the same time?
Freaking
3, 2, 1.
Ron
Swanson.
Swanson, baby.
That's the one. He's our favorite.
He may be the greatest character.
He may be the
created by
most
any show
quoted
ever.
character in the DD realm, like the domain realm. Yeah, I always
He's
say
just
DD.
straight up the best
Yeah.
best TV show character ever.
All right, Kenneth says, I'm looking to trade away Kyron Williams or Damian Pierce in a package, maybe with Puka or Thielen or Dell. Who should I target? PPR started as Pollard and Kamara and Ridley. So when you have guys like Kyron Williams, when you have guys like Puka, you should be aiming for top 2 round guys. You're talking about guys like CD Lamb, guys like AJ Brown, guys like Bijan, guys like Austin Eckler if you can buy low, Saquon Barkley if you can buy low. Those are the guys you're aiming for when you get those type of assets that are really, really highly valued right now in the fantasy. Drop some theoretical trades for us, but you're aiming high. We've got a super chat here, so we're going to jump down. Sam, if you'll put that up. I have T-Law and Ridley. I need one Pickens, Ingram, PPR. All right, so I think with you already having Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley, you want to diversify some of that risk, because if you put all 3 of those Jaguars in your lineup and the Jaguars have a crappy game, you are not going to hit on any of them. While with George Pickens, if you start him, you are able to diversify some of that risk. So for me, Pickens is the right play there. They're also playing the Houston Texans, correct?
Yes.
They're also playing the Houston Texans.
Yep.
That's a good matchup for George Pickens. I'm going to take my bet on George Pickens' big playability, and I'm going to start him over Evan Ingram.
Yeah, I will as well.
Yep.
Completely agree there. Next question we're going to have here. Dramo showing us his team again. It looks solid. 3-0, 8-man PPR. Looks like a good team. Kyle, pick 2. Addison, Gabe Davis, Flowers, Lockett. We're going to go Addison, and we're going to go Lockett there.
So he said, who do I trade for?
Oh,
was
gotcha.
Dramo's question.
Gotcha.
Let's see.
Trade 4?
Yeah, who do you trade for? I don't know. You've got a really, really good team, man. I don't see a ton of waste on this roster. So
Keep in mind it is an 8 team.
yeah, I still don't see a ton of guys I'm
Who's
looking to move.
GP 14?
George Pickens.
Oh, duh. Yeah.
So who do you trade for? I don't know. You're elite at every position, dude. I like your roster. I'm honestly going to tell you to stay put. I think, in my opinion, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah.
So
if anything, you don't even have to upgrade from Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
I don't think so. No.
G16 says, also, reminder to set those lineups tomorrow night because of the London game early Sunday. G16 is a hero. Does everybody know that? He's a hero.
Yeah.
We love you, G16.
There are also London games, plural maybe, the following week. But
Yeah.
I know there's at least
yeah.
a
I
Jags
know-
game.
I
Yeah,
don't
there's-
like it when that happens.
There's a
either.
couple
Like,
Germany games too.
Yeah.
Colts play the Pats. We're gonna miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smokey the Cat says, "What's up, guys? Hey, Smokey the Cat. Thoughts traded Kyron and Elijah Moore and Kincaid. Got Josh Allen and Godwin. Yeah, you won that. No, Kyron. Okay, yeah, you still got Josh Allen at quarterback.
Yeah, you won.
Like you won that.
1 QB 12 team.
Yeah, Hans Cook.
What's up, Hans?
Not wishing injuries, but if Najee and Kenneth Walker go down, I'm all set. I guess if you have Jalen Warren and Zach Charbonnet, you are. Daniel Caps Keenan says, try not starting David Montgomery like me. So mad. Yeah.
Yeah, I did the same thing. So
We all did.
I'm in the same boat as you. Appreciate you guys all joining us. Make sure you drop a like on the stream while you're here and drop all your questions. We got a lot of them. We're going through again. Super chats are going to jump the line, but we're working our way down the list here. And let's go to Luke 174. Should I trade ETN and Ford for Eckler, or should I offer Kamara and Kyron for Eckler? I would offer Kamara and Kyron for Eckler first. But then if you have to trade ETN and Ford for Eckler, that's a trade that I'm comfortable making. I want your thoughts on that as well. I'm comfortable making that trade.
For Eckler? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yep. Both of those, yeah.
Yeah. Julian says, flex spot, who do I start? Rashad White, Jahan Dotson, Kyle Pitts, or Logan Thomas?
Rashad White.
Yeah, we're taking Rashad White there.
Yep.
Todd Thunder. What a name. Is that your actual name, Todd? Because that's awesome. What's up,
I like
Todd?
it.
Full PPR, 4-point passing touchdown scoring was offered Kyron, Hurts, and Laporta for Pollard. Oh, gosh. Upgrades
Wow.
over Goddard and T-Law. Not sure if it's enough for Pollard, but some enticing upgrades. I mean, I think if you have Trevor Lawrence and Dallas Goddard, I'm not sure you need to do that trade.
I mean, the way Lawrence has been producing compared to Jalen Hurts' rushing upside.
And Kyron's been pretty good,
Kyron's
too.
been pretty good, too.
I still don't know if you need to do that. I think it's a good trade if you needed help, especially at tight end and quarterback. But those are solid guys, and like if Tony Pollard does continue what he's doing, like I think he's worth holding.
I think Goddard's worth holding right now, too, still,
Yes.
because the Eagles are trying to figure things out.
Yeah, so I think I would hold just because you've got a good team already.
It's
and
not
you
a bad
said
trade,
things,
though.
and you are very welcome.
You know what I think?
What do you think?
Thunder, hardly know her.
Seth Sharma says, should I sell Kyron Williams soon? Rumors are JT might get traded to L.A. He's not getting traded to L.A. He's not getting traded anywhere.
No.
This
If
is
he
what-
wants to get paid, he definitely doesn't want to go to LA.
This is one of my other leagues. True. My other leagues where I'm 3-0. That 0-3 team I mentioned before is the only team I'm not 3-0. Yeah. No. I think you should hold on to Kyron Williams for sure. JT's not getting traded. Trust us as Colts fans. Like we have the beat around here. He's not getting traded, and if he does, we'll look stupid for saying that. Anna says, Julian,
He's not.
your profile pic is fire, and it's Baby Yoda. So she's absolutely right about that.
Grogu, get it right, dog.
Well, I like calling him Baby Yoda.
Yeah, I know. So do I.
J Dog says, what would you trade Gibbs away for in a dynasty draft
Oh.
capital was? Oh, please. We are. You don't understand how upset we are about this. I wouldn't trade him yet. I would just hold him right now. Just hold him. You want to start with Zach's question? J Dog, great question. We just have to tell you to hold.
I said this last night, and I was very emotional about it, but we could get to a point where this is actually true. I said Gibbs, with this workload, is not a top 12 dynasty running back.
Literally so
And
sad.
like we're literally getting to that point, and we're only in week 4. So,
Yeah.
Are we at Zachary says getting
Yeah.
trade requests for Amari Cooper? No, don't sell him. He's my flex. Olave and Devontae Adams at 1 and 2. Been slim on running back. Should I shop Cooper around or hold on to him? Please hold on to him. His usage is gonna go nowhere but up and up and up and up and up with the Nick Chubb injury. So, I mean, he's balling, bro. He already put up 25 points last week, 16 the week before.
Yeah.
He is the guy.
All right, let's jump down to the bottom and take our super chat. Booyah! What is up, Booyah? Thanks for the super chat and thanks for the support, man. We can't do it without you guys, so really appreciate that. And your question is, Zach Moss, Kamara, Barkley, Mixon. Okay, who to start? So I think that Barkley's probably not going to play this week. I think that Kamara's going to have a slow week. I think Zach Moss is my start there.
Zach Moss is absolutely my start by far.
And Ridley, Pittman, and Godwin, who to start? I'm going to take the most talented wide receiver there. I'm going to take Calvin Ridley, I think. They're playing who?
You're going to take Ridley over Pittman, even though Pittman's been way more consistent and producing at a pretty high level.
Yeah, I'll do that. I mean, so
Okay.
there are two plays
I mean,
there.
I
The
said
ceiling play is...
I said Pittman over Ridley at the very beginning of the stream.
The ceiling play is Ridley. The consistency play is Pittman. But with AR coming back and him having missed a couple weeks, I think I'm comfortable leaning Ridley there. Who did the
Okay.
Jags play? Remind me again.
Atlanta secondary. And we did say
18th best secondary in the league.
yes.
I will take Ridley there. It's
I
close.
think it's close.
And then
Godwin's actually-
Vic.tx361, thank you again for the support. Appreciate you, man. PPR start 1 flex. Flex 1. Palmer, Judy, Godwin, Hopkins, and Javonte.
We're gonna go Godwin
Godwin and Palmer?
and Palmer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Godwin and Palmer will be our answer
So
there.
Godwin, if you guys are curious, just obviously everyone knows Mike Evans doesn't play very well against the Saints, and Godwin actually benefits from that. He usually has very good games against the Saints if you look at him historically, so that's just something to keep in mind there. He may be a sneaky good start this week.
All right, we got another super chat, so we'll jump up here. Full PPR, Mixon or Godwin? So, again, Chris Godwin playing the New Orleans Saints, and Joe Mixon playing that stingy Tennessee Titans defense.
Yeah.
What do you think? This is tough.
It's tough, but I'll take Godwin. In a full PPR, I'll take Godwin.
In a full PPR, I'll take Godwin as well. John, thank you so much for the super chat, man, and thanks for the support. We appreciate the heck out of all of you guys watching. Let's jump back up here. I have no clue where we were.
Make
but-
Call of D's great again. Would you guys feel comfortable starting Moss considering QB is AR, wide receiver 2 Pity, RB2 Kyron? I'm worried about playing 4 guys in one game.
Honestly, this week, don't worry about it. If anything, I'm expecting that game to be pretty high scoring. Both secondaries are very questionable, and they both have a lot of offensive weapons. If you've got 4 guys in that game that are starting, that's completely fine, in my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. Wolfman says, should I start DJ Moore, Tutu Atwell, or Josh Palmer? Oh, Tutu against the Colts secondary is a
Tutu.
must start for us, so we're going to go with Tutu. And make Call of Duty great again says, thanks for the advice. You're very welcome.
No
And I
problemo.
agree. Black Ops was fantastic. Black Ops 2 was okay. Black Ops 3 was... Oh, no, Black Ops 2 was the good one.
I mean,
Black
both
Ops-
of them were good, but Black Ops 2
I
was
think-
the one that's widely regarded as best.
Okay, yeah, that was right. I the one I played was Black Ops 2, and I played that actually before Black Ops 1, so I always get them confused.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 1, the story mode was really good on that. Terry R says, play Deshaun Watson or pivot to Russ at Chicago, Gino at New York, Daniel Jones versus Seattle. How do you have all these quarterbacks? My gosh.
I'm going Jones.
Probably waivers.
I'm going Jones there with the rushing upside.
I will go Jones as well. That's a good call.
Yeah.
All right, you want to take Rob's question?
Yep. Rob says 10 team, half PPR, 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. How can I improve my team? CMC, Diggs, Amon-Ra, Olave, Pamb, P-A-M-B, Lamb, I assume.
Yeah.
Bench, A-Chain, and Puka. 0-3, Gibbs killing me. Gibbs killing all of us, my man.
Yes. Gibbs killing me.
That's
How
the
would we
theme of
improve your
tonight's.
team? Well, if we were to improve your team, we would say, Ben Johnson, please play the guy that you spent a 12th overall pick on. And I think,
Did we skip Jack's question?
well,
This
was
is a continuation.
continued
of
question.
his
Oh, okay, I see.
team.
I think you just kind of have had some really slow starts. CMC has been great for you. Amon-Ra has been fine. Olave had a couple lesser games, and then Lamb a couple lesser games as well. There's none of those guys in a 10 team that I'm looking to go off of because they all have high ceilings and you're looking for upside in fantasy. If anything, I mean, if you can get anything of substance for A-Chain, who is kind of a big question mark right now, that'd be the one guy I'd be looking to sell.
Deep league question. With IR guys eligible to return starting next week, who should we grab a week early as a dart throw? Are you higher on Keaton Mitchell, Kyle Phillips, Justin Shorter types? Yeah,
Oof, that's deep.
that is a deep
Yeah.
league question.
I'll go Kyle Phillips.
Yeah, Kyle Phillips, of those 3, I would be the highest on for sure. As a dart throw, that's a tough question. Off the top of my head, I probably couldn't tell you that because I don't play in that many like super deep leagues. But
Yeah.
good question.
I like
I'll think
Kyle.
about
I
that.
like Kyle Phillips, the talent.
Drop your super chats if you want to skip the line. We are going through every question, so we have to prioritize order. So if you want to jump ahead, super chats are going to do it. Appreciate your guys' support. Rob says, how can I improve my team? Oh, we already did that one.
Yeah.
Nick says, would you start at flex Boyd, Downs, or Breida? Full PPR, 3-0 right now. Congratulations on your 3-0 start, and thanks for joining us. Nick, we would start
Joshua Downs.
probably Josh Downs, honestly, right
Boyd
now.
would be a close second, but again, you got to go with the matchup here, and Downs has been getting consistent passing volume. So
What's up, Sam?
I think we skipped Wolfman's question.
We already answered that one.
Did you?
He put it twice, yeah.
Yeah, nice. Okay.
James says, Alvin Kamara, Joe Mixon, Derrick Henry.
um,
Who do the Titans play?
the Bengals, because
Oh,
the
yeah, 'cause
Bengals play the Titans.
I guess
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Yeah. I know
I'd
it's
go
hard to think of
Mixon.
it the other way when
Alright,
you
you're
have so
going
many
Mixon?
matchups in your head.
Derrick Henry just took a dump for me.
Derrick
last
Henry
week,
always
and I'm mad
starts.
about it.
Derrick Henry always starts slow, and that could continue this week. So I will lean Joe Mixon. But if you start Derrick Henry, I can't blame you. I'll just go with the guy that has more receiving upside and has been getting more snap share. So.
All right, we have a super chat. We're going to jump up. Zach, thank you so much, Zach, for your support. Appreciate you being part of the community.
Yes, sir.
Let us know anytime you need anything, man. Tua, Ford, Mass, Jefferson, Adams, Andrews, Keenan Allen, bench Ridley, Barkley, holy crap, Hall, Judy, Lockett, Warren. Do I trade Ridley for a running back or keep with waivers? Any other thoughts? 2-1 standard, non-PPR.
Non-PPR.
One
That's
flex.
Big. Okay.
Okay, so if you can, what's the size of your league? I would be interested to know that as well. That being said, I don't think Calvin Ridley's a guy that I want to trade right now. Because after starting hot in week 1, he had 21 points in week 1. You've seen in the last couple weeks, he's come out and not really done a lot. This is a guy that we actually had in our buys video that came out yesterday. It's a guy that really, I mean, on my principles, I don't want to be selling our guys that I'm buying. And Calvin Ridley, I think, is a guy with a really high upside, with a very good quarterback on a better offense. And your running backs, looking at those, I see Ford. Who's Moss? It's got to be Moss. Moss is startable. Barkley's great. Hall is great. Warren. I think your running back depth is fine.
Yeah, look, it is really, really difficult right now in fantasy spaces to even get a solid running back of substance because everyone is short of running backs because of all the injuries.
Yeah.
And I would say, I mean, the only way I'm looking to sell Ridley is if I'm getting pretty much a guaranteed top 12 producing running back. And right now there's only about 3 or 4 of those. And those guys are not going to be, they're not going to be sold to you for Ridley. And like Ridley at a discount right now going for guys like Jacoby Myers that I've seen in some leagues. So not sure what your league looks like, but if Ridley's being valued accordingly, like a lot of leagues have him right now, you're not going to be getting enough for him. Unless you got like James Conner.
And then Make Call Duty Great Again says, because you guys answer all questions in depth and care. We care so much about you guys and helping you win your leagues. That's why we feel terrible when we give you the wrong advice. Like, we legitimately beat ourselves up for it.
Yeah.
But we appreciate all you guys for joining us. Thank you so much. And we're going to continue to go through these questions. Like I said, Super Chats are going to jump the line. But we are way back up here. I'm going to try to find where we're at again.
Ronnie Daniel.
Ronnie Daniel says, what is good, gents?
What's up, Ronnie?
All is good. All is good.
Hope you're still on.
Needing a little running back help. Need 2 full PPR. Saquon, Mixon, Dalvin Cook. Nope. Ford. No. Warren and A-Chain. Thanks, gents. Yeah, we're going to go 2 full PPR. Need 2 full, 2 points?
He needs 2 of those people.
Oh, like to
Full
start
PPR.
them?
Yeah.
Oh, well, you can't start Saquon.
No, Saquon's not going to play, I don't think.
So I'd go Mixon, and I would go between Warren and A-Chain. I'd probably go A-Chain.
Yep.
Yeah.
Warren, Mixon and A-Chain there. Thanks, Ronnie, for joining us. Appreciate you, man. Oscar says, start 1, Marquise Brown, Christian Kirk, or Quentin Johnston. Who do the Cards play the 49ers?
Definitely not Quentin Johnston.
Not Quentin Johnston this week.
Marquise Brown's just getting a ridiculous amount of consistent target volume.
It's between him and Kirk.
But so is Kirk's playing a bad secondary.
Mm-hmm.
I'd probably lean Kirk.
Yeah.
I'd lean Kirk this week.
Yep. Let's do Kirk. Nick says, or Mims, I think in response to his question from earlier where he was talking about
I'd start Mims
Boyd.
over all those guys.
I'm starting Mims over all those guys for sure, Nick. So Thank you for appending that. Booyah. What's up, Booyah? Super chat guy. Zach Moss, Kamara, Barkley, Mixon. Not sure who of these to start. I have Ridley, Godwin, Pittman. Not sure who to start from these guys. 1 QB, 2 wide receivers. Hill is starting. 1 running back, 1 flex, 1 kicker, and 1 defense.
So I'm starting Moss of all those guys, assuming Barkley's not playing. And then Ridley, Godwin, Pittman. I have my own opinion on this one. I know you're leaning Ridley. I'm leaning Pittman personally, but you can't really go wrong with either of those. We got a couple super chats here.
Let's jump up to the super chat up top. This is from Big Goose 92. I probably butchered that, but we appreciate the frick out of you, my man. Thanks for the super chat. What's up, Usos? What's up? 2 flex spots. 2. What's Usos? Am I out of touch?
Yeah, we're definitely out of touch.
It looks like his name or something.
Okay. 2 flex spots to fill. Addison, Godwin, Nico Collins. Who do I bench?
Collins.
You're benching Nico Collins there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I like Chris Godwin this week against the New Orleans Saints because Mike Evans historically has struggled against them. So I'm comfortable starting Chris Godwin anyways because he gets so many targets every week. And then you're talking about Jordan Addison. Jordan Addison playing on a team that is passing the ball more than almost every other team in the NFL right now.
He's on my start.
Playing behind Jordan Jefferson, idiot. Justin Jefferson, TJ Hawkinson. And he's come out and produced almost every week he's been in the NFL. The man's a rookie and he's already producing. So we're going to lean Addison and Godwin. Again, super appreciate you, my man. Thanks for jumping on the stream. We love answering you guys' questions. Let's jump back up here. Help me, Sam.
Gabriel.
Egan says, "Hey guys, sitting with Hawk and Laporta on my active roster. Should I keep running both or try to move on from Hawk and recover a first for next draft?" So I'm assuming you're talking about Dynasty here. Please, please, please do not sell TJ Hawkinson and don't sell Sam Laporta. Honestly, we're holding both of those guys. I think it's okay that you have both of them right now. Laporta's only going to continue to increase in value. If you're getting tight end 3 overall value for Laporta, maybe there's a chance that you could consider moving off of him since you don't really need that many tight ends. Also depending on if this is tight end premium or not. If it's tight end premium, these guys are more valuable. If it's not, I would consider maybe selling Laporta if you can get him for a top 4 tight end price.
All right, let's jump up to Daniel Wright, who has given us a super chat. Daniel, thank you so much for joining. We appreciate you, man. Trade Pickens and AR for Garrett Wilson. I have Lamar. Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
I think we would do that.
I'd do it.
My question to you is can you aim any higher than that? Can you aim any higher than Garrett Wilson, even if it's a little bit higher? Because Garrett Wilson this year, obviously when Zach Wilson is his quarterback, which short term, that looks like what the play is for the Jets, which I do not understand.
They're going to lose their team if they keep playing him.
They legitimately are. So with Garrett Wilson, I'm tentative. My question to you is, are there any other options that you can consider? And then let us know. But I do think it's a very good idea to trade either Lamar or AR because, again, you don't need both of those guys. They're going to be very similar players. They both have rushing upside. They're finishing in games very similar right now.
I think you're on the right track, I will say that,
yes,
because I love Anthony Richardson in fantasy this season, but I could rarely ever stomach starting AR over Lamar any given week.
Absolutely. Because Lamar is just a more proven passer.
Yeah.
So, yes, Garrett Wilson will be fine. If you can get any higher than that, we absolutely are doing that as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's jump back up here.
G16 says Debo might not play, so Ayuk will probably see more targets than normal.
Potential.
Maybe.
If Debo doesn't play. I know he was kind of banged up. He is sore from the game that they had 10 days ago. I ultimately think he'll suit up, and I think he'll be fine personally. But, yeah, that's definitely something to look at. I think regardless, in a lot of formats, you're probably looking to start Ayuk this week regardless.
Big Goose did say Usos means brother in Samoan. That's freaking awesome. Dude. What a guy. Love it, man.
Yep.
All right.
Daryl Gerhart says...
I'm starting to sweat. It is so
hot.
Dude,
me too. Rank them. Mixon, ETN, Ridley, full PPR. Drop Quentin Johnson for Mims. Yes, I would actually... I think that's fair to get Mims right now, especially with the production he's probably going to put up this weekend. Ranking them, I guess if you're saying for this week, for week 4, I would say Ridley, Mixon, ETN in that order. If you're saying for rest of season, I would say Mixon, Ridley, ETN.
There you go.
So,
that's the ranking, I think.
Yeah.
All right. I don't know where we're at, so keep going.
Getting
lost here.
So Big Goose 92. I'm going by the super chats that show up, so we're right up top. Bzinski.
Thanks. I see it.
Big Goose 92 says, pick up Ronnie Bell. Pick up Ronnie Bell since Niner receivers are all hurt? Question mark.
Probably not.
No. Wolfman says, should I start?
Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, should I start DJ Moore? Oh, I already answered that one.
Yep.
Fractal Melody says, hi, gentlemen. Hello, gentleman.
Fractal Melody.
Algier or Garrett Wilson in my second flex? We're going to go Garrett Wilson still.
Yes.
Sam says, the only thing I hate worse than lying is skim milk.
And that would be Ron Swanson, ladies and gentlemen.
That is
classic. Which is water lying about being milk. James Freeman with a super chat up top. Let's jump up to James Freeman. James, we appreciate you. Thanks for joining us, man. And your question is, I have Chase, Keenan Allen, Myers, Nico, Pittman, DK, Flowers, and Kirk. Pick 4 of those guys. We're going to start with Keenan Allen first.
You have to start Pittman, and I think you have to start... I'd go Jacoby Myers.
And then DK?
I may go Kirk there.
I'm going to go
DK. Well, who are the Hawks
Giants.
playing? Oh.
Yeah. So let's go DK,
Okay, yeah.
DK Pittman, Keenan Allen, and Jacoby Myers for this week. Again, James, thanks for joining us, man. Let us know if you need anything.
That's a good core
right
there.
You've got a great wide receiver
Very
core.
good.
My goodness.
Very, very good.
Appreciate you, buddy. All right, jump. You'll let you start. I'm lost.
Yep. Back up to the top. We are going with
Bobby
Newport.
Bobby Newport.
He's never had a real job in his
smokes.
life. Bobby Soda says, ROS or rest of season. Would you rather have Brock Purdy or Anthony Richardson?
Yeah.
Gabriel Egan says Ron Swanson is from my hometown. His dad was the treasurer until a couple of years ago.
So I'm assuming you mean Nick Offerman. That's freaking awesome, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love Nick Offerman.
No, it's definitely Ron Swanson.
No, Ron's
So-
from Pawnee.
Yeah, Pawnee.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, they.
Shut up, Sam.
Shut
up, Sam, shut up.
Welcome, Gabriel from Pawnee, Indiana.
Sammy Clark
Sammy
says, one running back, one flex, Saquon Mixon, James Cook, Mostert, and Olave.
So Saquon is highly questionable / doubtful. It's a stretch that he'll play this weekend. I'm gonna go Olave in your flex, and at running back, I'm gonna take Mostert.
Yeah, keep going.
Guilherme Silva. I'm so sorry. I'm butchering your
Willermy.
name.
Excuse me?
Guillermo.
I'm so sorry. What's up, guys? 10-man full PPR, 1 QB,
So you know what
2
I
running
do
back,
when
2
I
wide
don't-
receiver, 1 flex.
I just don't say the name when I'm not sure. Like, I just go to the question.
You're probably
Nah,
smart
it's
there.
more fun.
Do I trade CD away for Jacobs and Cooper? I have Eckler, ETN, Gibbs. My wide receivers are Adams, Puka, and Lockett.
Super chat.
Ooh, that's very interesting. What would you do there, Avery? CD or Jacobs and Cooper?
I would keep CD.
Is this Amari Cooper?
Yeah, it's Amari Cooper.
If this is Amari Cooper and Josh Jacobs, I'm taking the Jacobs and Cooper side easy.
All right, we have another super chat, so let's jump down back to Daniel Wright again. He said, who should I target instead of Garrett Wilson then? So let's go ahead and pull up our rankings on flockfantasy.com. I'm going to pull up the rankings I posted there the other day. Again, if you go to flockfantasy.com/domain, you get all of our exclusive content. If you use code domain, you get 30% off, so head over there. Looking at my wide receivers for the rest of season, but I have a lot of guys above Garrett Wilson. I have dropped Garrett Wilson massively. Are you taking Addison or Wilson?
In fantasy, I'm taking
Rest of the
that.
season.
I'm taking Addison.
So Jordan Addison could be a target. I think Mike Evans it would even be a good target there. Debo Samuel, Calvin Ridley, Jalen Waddle, Cooper Kupp,
Debo, yep.
Chris Olave, AJ Brown, Devonta Smith. So any of those guys. But when you're talking realistically for who was the guy he was trading away again?
Who should I target instead of Garrett Wilson?
Yeah, but it's from his other super
from
chat.
his other super chat.
Yep.
He has Pickens and AR.
Yeah, and he's trading AR.
Pickens you can get. I think you can sell him pretty high right now. I think there's a legitimate possibility if you're giving up AR on top of George Pickens for a guy that I would assume is very desperate for a quarterback. I mean, I think you could get a guy as high as
Debo.
Debo.
So
And
let's
maybe even if you're lucky, Amari Cooper, because there's people that are very low on Amari Cooper still.
So
which
let's
I think it's crazy.
Let's give you a couple options here, Daniel. Let's go Debo, Mike Evans, Amari Cooper, T. Higgins, and even maybe Jordan Addison.
Yeah, I would take any of those guys.
So hopefully that helps. Let us know if you have any more questions, but we appreciate you, man.
Yep.
Thanks. All right, jumping back up here to wherever we are.
That's a great question.
Unless Nathan wants to reenact.
No, that's great.
Big
Navin Lowe says, Diggs for Bijan straight up in PPR.
Give me Diggs. Yeah, give me Diggs. I'll take Diggs, but slightly.
I'll take Diggs.
Very close, but
Luis29 says, 8-man PPR thoughts on trade Madison and Zay Flowers
yes.
for CD.
yeah.
Yes. Good job.
Yep.
Wolfman says, should I start? We already did this. He spammed it. Joe says, what running back should I target selling? Ford and Burrow.
Josh Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs is a great target. We're going to pick him. Navin Lowe says it's a disgusting spot, but start Kelly or Pierce.
Pierce.
Josh Kelly is nothing. Kirk says, half PPR, don't know who to flex. Miles Sanders, James Conner, or Calvin Ridley.
James Conner,
ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Tota says, I'm trying to get Travis Kelce. Kelce owners, running backs are Dalvin Cook, Brees Hall.
Calvin Cook.
Calvin Cook.
I hate to break it to you, but I think Swift has a hold of Kelsey, but
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
you can try.
That was a great joke there, Sam.
I have Pollard, James Cook, and Ramondre, so who to trade there? I would be of those guys, honestly, if you can, it's hard to trade Gibbs, but I would want to get out of Gibbs of all those guys.
Yep.
So try to trade Gibbs and something else for Travis Kelce. If not, I wouldn't go Pollard. Any of the other guys, if you can trade James Cook and Ramondre Stevenson and trade for Travis Kelce, I'm comfortable with that.
Yep. We got another super chat here.
Super chat, thank you, Vic.tx.361, repeat offender. Thank you, sir.
Non-PPR says start one wide receiver and start one flex.
Okay.
Palmer, Judy, Hopkins, Gus Edwards, Javonte. So I'm going to go with Palmer.
Yep.
And then
Josh
I'm going
Palmer
to go.
start.
Would you go Javonte or Judy? Which one in that offense?
Against the Bears, I'll go Javonte.
I'm going to go Javonte as well.
Yeah, and so kind of our rationale here behind this, Josh Palmer, obviously with Mike Williams going down, we think he's a must-start the rest of the year. In 8 games last year where Mike Williams was out and he got more than 8 targets, he averaged 16 points a game. So you're talking about a guy that has produced from a fantasy perspective and has proven that he can do that. So we're going to take Josh Palmer for that reason. With Javonte, look, you can pick your poison with a team that's playing the Chicago Bears defense. And the Chicago Bears defense, their defense coordinator, kind of just walked out. So,
yep.
And Javonte is going to be our play because he has a higher floor, we think. Yep. And Javonte's looked really good from an efficiency metrics standpoint this season. Yep. Just doesn't have any touchdowns
yet.
He
has. Yep.
So
completely
getting
agree.
some targets again.
Yeah. Appreciate the super chat there again. And guys, just
Thank
a
you,
reminder, we have a ton of comments that we're here to answer for you. We are way behind. If you want to jump the line, super chats will get you that.
You should drop a line.
Boone says, trade my K9 Ford Myers for Eckler and Higgins. Yes, I'm doing that. I'm definitely doing that. Hans Cook, Jeff Wilson Jr. worth anything when he comes back? Yeah, I think he is. I think anyone in the Dolphins offense right now is worth something if they're healthy. I mean, Raheem Mostert's a 31-year-old running back, and he's like the RB3 or something right now. So ridiculous. Kirk Lavender says, half PPR. I don't know who to flex. Miles Sanders, James. Booyah. I have Tyreek Hill.
That's from a question earlier.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't find it.
Yep.
Just move on.
Joe Colley says Burrow, Sutton, and Roshan for Jacobs and Amari. Oh my.
Oh, that was from Booyah's super chat question.
Oh, gotcha.
But I think we answered it.
It was already in the first one, so I'm not sure.
So we got it.
Yeah, Joe Colley absolutely taking the Jacobs and Amari side. It's not even close.
Not even close to us.
PPR. Not even close.
David says I started Montgomery. That's kind of funny because your name is David and his name is David. Now, who should I start, Pierce or Brian Robinson? Who do the Commanders play this week?
I should know this.
Dude, we have so much information going in and out of our heads. We're fine.
I know.
And the AC in our studio is broken.
We have no AC.
Burning up in here.
We're keeping these sweatshirts on for the brand.
For the brand.
They're playing
can't see me right now.
They're playing
but
the Eagles.
I am fully nude.
Shut up. Oh my gosh, dude.
No, he's not.
He's not. He's wearing a Dynasty Domain shirt and nothing else. All right, go.
So would you rather take the Steelers D-line, Steelers run defense, or the Eagles run defense, basically, between Pierce and B-Rob? I'm going to take B-Rob. I'm going to take the guy who's been producing. I just trust him more. So
J-Dog says start A-Rich over Watson this week in my QB2.
Yes.
Please, round Betty 05. Who will score more points this week, Baker Mayfield or Michael Thomas? I'm going to go quarterback. I'll go Baker Mayfield.
Daryl Gerhardt says more trade value, Pierce, Pacheco, Ford, full PPR.
Right now, it's got to be Jerome Ford. I think that Jerome Ford is being looked at very highly among
you can get Michael Pittman
fantasy
for him.
players. You can get Michael Pittman. And we saw that trade go down. So, we're going to go with Jerome Ford of the highest there. Chris O'Connor says, Ridley revenge game against the Falcons.
Counting on it.
Yes, we are. That will be. That's actually really interesting. I didn't even think about that storyline.
Yeah.
Chris, thanks for joining us.
Bobby
says,
agrees as well.
Calvin Ridley revenge game.
Yeah.
Yep. Kirk. Let's jump down to Kirk again. Half PPR. Don't know who to flex. Miles Sanders, James Conner, or
Same
Calvin
one.
Ridley.
Same one.
Oh, we did that one already.
Yep. And we also answered Wolfman's. The Ronnie Bell one. We also answered Baker again. More spams.
Yep.
Chris O'Connor, what's the outlook on Javonte Williams rest of season? Gibbs hasn't delivered, and I need a more reliable running back and a half PPR alongside Pollard. Yeah, I think the outlook on Javonte Williams is going to be up and up and up. Flirting with the 40 to 45% snap share every single week, and that usage is going to go up as the season progresses because he's obviously coming off that devastating knee injury, healthy way before anyone expected, and he's already been producing and been pretty efficient, pretty solid. So look for his usage and his production to go up this week immediately against the Chicago freaking Bears.
All right, let's take this opportunity. We have 90-ish people watching, so make sure if you haven't, drop a like on the video. It's going to help us in the algorithm. Let's get that number to go up, 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 up. It's really fun when you press subscribe, it goes and you get to see it.
Sorry,
and I go,
super cool.
I just started running the Flock Fantasy ads, so it went away.
Okay,
You
that
were pointing
number
at
right
nothing.
there.
Yep.
Thanks, Sam.
You're welcome.
Make sure you guys, and again, we are stuck way behind in these comments, so if you want to jump the line, we skip ahead for super chats. That's the only way we're going to get to your comment right now because we are answering every question we can, but drop every comment you have in the comments section, and we are going to get to it. We appreciate you guys so much.
Line.
Yep, long line. Let's do this. Let's keep going, Nathan.
What's up, guys?
What's up?
That's WSP. What's up? 10 people league. I assume that's 10 PPR league, but that would include 10 people. And full PPR running back. Oh, yeah, it would be 10 people league. ETN, James Cook, Mostert, wide receivers, Higgins, Ayuk, Metcalf. Who should I leave out? How many people are you starting? Is it
ETN?
two,
He'd probably have to leave one out.
6?
If you have to leave one of those guys out, we are going to leave out
I'll be leaving out. We have ETN as
um,
a sit this week.
Yeah, but no, not here.
Yeah.
That was kind of a bad sit.
I'd sit James Cook.
Yeah. Man, you've got a good team. That's a hard question. I'm not sure. I would.
I'm sitting Higgins this week.
All right. Yeah, I would sit Higgins as well with Joe Burrow being banged up.
Kirk,
So
Lavender.
Half PPR. Don't know who to
Doesn't know
flex.
who to flex. We already said James
said this one.
Conner.
Yeah. Yep. Keep moving.
He says he also has Puka and Atwell on his bench, though.
I
I would
playing
go with
Puka. Yeah. Half PPR, do I risk waiting to play Saquon or do I flex Herbert or Roshan? Yeah, that's tough because they have to wait to play that. I would personally start Roshan there for sure. Daryl Gerhardt says Tua at Buffalo or Fields at that's Tua. Bryce says, although the Fields part is not a bad one because that question is not bad. Hey, we got some subscribers. Thank you guys so much.
It still is kind of bad.
They made it go. They made it go up. I appreciate you guys.
Made it go.
Yeah, like I said, drop super chat if you want to jump the line here and get your questions answered. Yeah, the Fields question's a fair one because they are playing the Denver Broncos.
I know, but I still think it's bad because
Yeah.
we're Fields haters.
Yeah, that's true. And Tua's playing a good defense. But yeah, Bryce, what's up, Bryce? Should I trade Keenan Allen for A.J. Brown? Let me know your thoughts. Should I ask for more than that? I would ask for a little bit more than that. Right now, Keenan Allen is ranked ahead of A.J. Brown for my rest of season rankings. So, not much, though. So, I would want a down tier. So, I would get somebody that's flexible with A.J. Brown if you do down tier, especially given that – what was I going to say? Especially given that – finish my sentence, Nathan.
That Keenan Allen had 20 targets last week and that Mike Williams is hurt.
I don't know. I think I was going to say especially given – I don't know. Yeah, you should ask for more. Tresner says, what's up, bros? What's up, Tresner?
Yo.
Punyan. Nice. A-Chain for Tank Dell and Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Yep. That's fair. PPR.
Yeah.
So Arnie says losing Herbert week 5. Jimmy G, Stafford, Fields, or Prescott. We're going to go either Stafford or Prescott, Nathan. Which one?
I'll go Stafford.
All right, we'll go Stafford there for sure. JT going to get traded to the Steelers. LOL. That would shock the crap out of me. Round Betty says, Round Betty 05. For Superflex, okay, this is a Superflex question. Who will score more points this week, Baker Mayfield or Michael Thomas? We already did this one, Baker Mayfield. All right, we're about halfway through our time tonight, so make sure you don't go anywhere. Make sure you stay watching. Make sure you drop all of your comments and questions, trade questions, fantasy questions, team questions, anything. Drop your teams, whatever. We will answer all of your questions in the comments. Make sure you drop a like on the stream. And again, Super Chats, jump the line. Tresner says, Henry
Spamming doesn't help. Stop spamming the questions.
Tresner says, Henry going to run all over Cincy. Yes, he will. Zach said he has Kelly as well, and that was up top. But my answer remains the same for you, Zach. Nick says, should I put in Kyron Williams in place of Mike Evans, Swift, or Kenneth Walker? I would put Kyron in place of.
I would do
Evans, maybe.
Yes, I would replace Evans for sure. Yep. Rybread says Mostert, Christian Kirk, or Evans. Not Evans.
Are we dropping any frames? Okay, just making sure.
I would say not Evans, probably Mostert.
Okay.
Mostert, Kirk, Evans in that order.
Yeah.
Tresnor says this is the week Henry goes off for 30 and gets his confidence back. Would love to see that, but we're still gonna temper our expectations this week. It's a tough matchup.
Yeah, I got to tamper them.
Fractal Melody says non-PPR 12 man in regards to my question. Gotcha. Not going to be able to find that question right now. Zachary Gaskin says, thanks, fellas, signing off, writing a midterm.
Good luck.
Good luck, man.
Oof, that's brutal, man. We
I'm
get
still
that.
College
Yep.
student too.
You have midterms right now?
I had 2 this past week.
That freaking
and
sucks.
then I have 2 in another week.
Mello says half PPR. You've got Garrett Wilson, DJ Moore, Addison, Tank Dell, Jacoby Myers, running backs Mixon, Pollard, Kamara, and Moss. Which 2 wide receivers and running backs are you starting, and who is at the flex? All right. So, 2 wide receivers. I'm going to go Jacoby Myers and Jordan Addison. Oh, Garrett Wilson's there. I'm still taking Myers and Addison.
Yep.
Running backs, I will go Pollard for sure, and then I will
Moss.
take Moss.
Yep.
Okay? And then the flex, I'll take Mixon.
Mixon or Garrett Wilson.
Mixon.
Yeah.
Wow.
Don't you think? Half PPR?
Yeah.
Yeah. Make Call of Duty great again says great, genuinely enjoyable to watch and listen to. Y'all have great voices this too, and we appreciate
you, man.
My man. Thanks for joining us. Make sure you're regular and stick around. We love seeing you guys that stick around for all these streams. Jalen Warren or Mimsy? Mimsy, please. Tresner says Turd Berglund, and I think that is maybe the truest thing I've ever read tonight.
Agreed.
Round Betty 05 says for Superflex. We already did that one. Ali says trade, or Ali, I don't know. Trade D. Henry and Christian Kirk for Kyron and Ridley. Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm totally doing
that.
Let's go to Rob's. Appreciate you guys. Keep up the great work. Shared live stream on my social, kicking ass. Thank you so much, Rob. I accidentally said ass right there. I didn't mean to do that. Tresner says Superflex plays, San Francisco plays the Cardinals. Yes, that is true. Emil Collier says, greetings from Toronto. Thoughts on Jake Ferguson the rest of the season? We've always been a little bit skeptical on Jake Ferguson. So what are your thoughts on Jake Ferguson? I want you to answer this one, actually, because I'm starting to sweat.
I'm trying to find my spot.
Right above the Big Goose.
Right there, yeah. My thoughts on Jake Ferguson have remained the same. I don't think, even though he had respectable volume last week, I don't think it's sustainable just because, Dak's going to throw the ball more. But Brandon Cooks is now healthy. Michael Gallup is still Michael Gallup. Then you have CeeDee Lamb. Then you have Tony Ferguson is the fifth option there, in my opinion. And I think there's just people are like, Ferguson is the truth. Ferguson is going to, be some crazy must start every single week. I'm like, really? At this point, he's just another guy that you're plugging in. It's Ferguson or it's Musgrave, and you're comfortable with either one. I don't think there's anything separating him from any of the other 15 tight ends past the top 6 producing ones that are going to, just carry the tight end position for he's nothing special in our opinion.
All right, we got a super chat from David Elliott. David, good to see you, my man, and thank you for the support. Going strong into hour 2 of the stream. I'm actually feeling okay right now. I'm just hot.
Incredibly hot.
I think maybe it's keeping me awake because it is, the AC's out down here is so hot. Thanks for all the insight. Reminder to subscribe, and sell Justin Fields. That is maybe my favorite super chat of all freaking time.
You're the best.
David, you are that is, I'm going to tear up. That's so great. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. That was awesome.
I feel so supported when people say sell Justin Fields.
I know. People can be like, your content's great, and I love you guys personally. And I'm like, yeah. But people are like, sell Justin Fields. I'm like, you need that? All right. Appreciate you, David. Thank you so much. Let's jump back up here. I can't find my spot. Nathan, you got yours?
Yeah.
Okay,
Cool. Look, 174 says, you really think Kamara and Kyron for Eckler is better than Etienne and Ford for Eckler? Yeah, I think, from a value perspective, yes, I think it is market value wise. I think it's more valuable for you to give up Kamara and Kyler to get Eckler than it is for Etienne and Ford, because like we said earlier, you can get you can get Pittman straight up for Ford. You can.
True.
We have done it.
Yes. And
Etienne, again, we're very low on Etienne compared to the consensus, but he is very highly valued right now, and he is getting a lot of volume. So, if we have to pick a side, if we have to pick an option, it's going to be the Kamara Kyron side.
I agree with you there. Navin Lowe says, DJ Moore or Mims. We are going to go Mimsy.
That really could blow up in our face.
It really could.
Yeah, go DJ Moore.
Go DJ Moore. Yeah,
that's a bad defense.
But I only have Mims, so I'm going to say Mims.
Whatever, Sam. All right, make sure you subscribe if you haven't. Make sure you drop a like to help us out. And make sure if you're dropping super chats, you are going to jump the line. We got a long one tonight.
Yep. We have 109 votes on our poll.
Thank you so
How many
much,
likes
guys.
do we have on the video?
We've got 62. We need more than that. If you guys could drop a like real quick.
109 votes.
Yeah, we should.
That's
punish
a terrible
people for
ratio, y'all.
83% said yes.
Got to get those thumbs up.
All right.
No, dude, don't care.
Yeah, that is true. All right, let's keep going here. Luke174 says, thanks for your work, doing great. Appreciate you, my man. Browns defense and not start Henry was important in my close win this week. Hey, good to hear that, my friend.
Yeah.
Good to hear that. Round Betty 05 for super. Oh, my gosh. Tresner said, Round Betty, man, you put that question a lot. Cousins leading the league in passing yards, LOL. They're passing the ball so much. I'm not honestly that surprised. Jesus Rodriguez says, on waivers, should I pick up Rashee Rice, Mims, or JSN for a stash?
JSN.
JSN.
Moms is a good value there.
Moms. Right.
Moms.
You're into moms? Daryl Gerhart says A-Chain's trade value for wide receiver in full PPR. I should have said that. For wide receiver, I mean, man, you see Devon A-Chain going for a ton of very, very good wide receivers right now. So aim really high and work your way down in terms
Aim
of
high.
value. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Tresner says,
Get all the moms you can, bro.
Is that Zach Wilson's burner? HEZ20 says, should I drop Hunter Henry for Everett or Chig PPR? No, I would keep Hunter Henry there.
Yeah.
Because Donald Parham's honestly getting a lot of touchdowns.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Like
Chigoziem Okonkwo, who?
Dude, oh my gosh.
Whoo, man.
I have Chase, Keenan, Metcalf, Pittman, Myers, Nico Flowers, Christian Kirk, pick 4. I think we did that one, right?
Yep.
We did. Sebastian Ponce, that's a cool name. Should I trade Mostert? Stuck on the fence right now. So we get this question a lot.
Yep.
I don't think you necessarily have to trade Raheem Mostert right now. I think his value is going to go down because of Devon A-Chain. I think people have already been trying to sell him high all season. And when every single person tries to sell high, what does that mean, Nathan?
You zag when
it means
everyone
he's
else
not actually a sell high.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
that would be I would probably hold Mostert for the price. Hey, let's get that number right there to go and make sure you drop a like. Round Betty 05. Oh my gosh. Can we count how many times that question was asked?
Newsflash, guys, when you spam the comments, it
We're
makes
still
it
going
harder
harder.
because we're still going to answer the question.
Trade
even if you
Lamar
don't spam
and
it.
Pickens. Nathan's getting grumpy.
No, I'm not grumpy.
Trade Lamar and Pickens and get Diggs or something. Yeah, I'm good with that. Big Goose 92 says, "Oh yeah, we read that one. Yeah, we appreciate Big Goose.
I want to put that up though because that's cool.
He's freaking awesome.
It is cool.
Tresner says, not Diggs, maybe lava. Yeah. Some of this is going to be conversational. I've been watching our chat, but let's get to the questions. Chris says, Dell, Flowers, Kamara in the flex, half PPR.
In half PPR, we will. I'll still go Flowers.
Yep. Just traded David Montgomery for Pittman. Nice. Had it running back Eckler, Jacobs, Brees. That's a good trade. Wilson and at wide receiver St. Brown, Nakua, and Godwin. What do you guys think? I think that is a great trade. I really do think that was a good trade. And you bought low, in our opinion. We had Michael Pittman in our buys this week, and you bought him. So very good job there. Let's jump down. We've got 2 Super Chats. We're going to answer both of these.
Yep.
Super Chats, jump the line. Easy Money, Sicilian. My man, we appreciate you so much. Thank you for joining us, and thank you for your support of our channel. I got Kyron off the waivers right before the season started. He went undrafted. That was a smart move. You looked like you were playing 4D chess there. I just flipped him into James Cook. PPR Dynasty. I love Cook long-term. W or L. I'm totally fine with that trade. I think these are 2 guys that are going to be in the same tier the rest of the season, but you took the guy on a better offense, okay? Yeah. He was a guy that honestly was a better prospect as well, James Cook was, and while that's not saying a whole lot, definitely cool with that. Good trade, my man. Again, we super appreciate you joining the channel, jumping on, asking questions. Let us know if you need anything.
Dude, is his profile picture a stack of money holding a sniper?
Yeah, he is. That is freaking awesome.
Awesome.
Nice.
That's legendary, man.
Easy money.
Line
What's
says,
up, Line?
Cousins, Pittman, Addison, or Allen, Kirk, and Christian Watson. Maybe I'm biased because I love Jordan Addison. Oh, man. Do you want to go with a really safe floor? Or do you want to... I mean, Christian Watson, we still don't really know what his role is going to be like. That's tough because, I mean, Cousins right now is outproducing everyone.
I'll go the Cousins side.
I think I would lean the Cousins side. Yeah.
Great question, though. It's a very
very good question.
And Blind, thank you for joining us. We absolutely love it when Blind joins us. Let's jump back up here. I have no clue.
We are...
Will Drake London get something done
Yep.
in London? That's a good question.
That's funny.
I see what you did
because
there.
his last name is London, and that's also the name of the
I
city.
think if anyone's going to do anything in the Falcons offense in London, it'll be Kyle Pitts because that's the only place he can score touchdowns. Tayu says trade Kyron for JT. Yes.
Please.
Daryl Gerhart says, thanks, guys. No problem, guy.
Daryl, you rock.
Yeah.
Tresner says, Big Goosen. I'm loving these comments from
Nice.
him. He's got some good ones.
Josh Apple says, was offered Kyron Williams and Jacoby for my Ridley.
What's up, Josh?
My running backs are Monty, Brian Robinson, Jalen Warren. Oof, PPR. My receivers, Chase, Devonta Smith, 12-team PPR, and Tank Dell on my bench. I like it. I'll take Kyron and Jacoby.
Yeah. Do you remember when Trump called Tim Cook Tim Apple?
Mm-hmm.
when he was in the that's what reminded me when you said Josh Apple.
Mike Walker says, "What's up? What's up? Full PPR. Need a wide receiver and 2 flex. Wide receiver Higgins, Puka. Flex Higgins, Puka. Gabe Davis, Mike Thomas, Palmer, Connor, Stevenson, Kamara. A wide receiver and 2 flex. So I would go Higgins. I would go Puka for sure. I would go in my flex. I'd go Connor, and then I'll go Palmer as well.
Yeah. All right. You keep going. I'm lost.
Yep. We are right above Daniel Wright. Tresner says he doesn't like skim milk. Neither do we.
Yeah. He says F skim milk, and I agree with that.
TB13 says USO is a WWE tag team. Round Betty 05 says for Superflex, who will score? Okay.
Heavens.
Yeah, I know. Still doing it, man. Tresner says, what do you all think about Pacheco this week? They're playing the Jets. Jets have a good defense. I honestly, outside of Kelsey,
We don't like Pacheco. We had him in as a sit this week.
I don't love a lot of fantasy assets in that game. I mean, it could be lower scoring than a lot of people expect because the Jets are so good. That's just my thoughts this week. E says, how do we know Barkley is not playing? Because it has been reported by multiple reporters that it would be a stretch if he were to play.
Yeah, that's what I have heard too. And again, you don't want to hold out hope for somebody like that because you end up starting Matt Breida. And if somebody has Matt Breida, you're not starting anybody. So the conservative thing to do, and what teams tend to do with their stars, is they tend to not play them when they're injured. So we're just being conservative. That's going to be our strategy on that every single time.
Yeah. Andrew says AR is out for the season. Ha ha. That's very funny. Please don't do that to us. That's playing with our hearts.
That's cool.
Need to CD, Debo, Dell. Worry Debo won't get the targets. I'm still going to go CD, and I'm going to go Debo.
CD and Debo, easily.
TB13 says Palmer's going to get fed. Yeah, we would agree there.
Yep.
Tony Jenkins just trade Fields and Brian Robinson for running back needy team. I got Hurts. How did I do? Holy crap.
Yeah, you did pretty good.
Nice job. Warrior Loft says pick 2. Palmer, Godwin, Robert Woods, Marvin Mims, and Kelly. I'm going to go Palmer, and I'm going to go Godwin.
Yep. All right. 12-man PPR, 1 flex trader, Ramondre and Kirk for Mixon. Good trade. I'm fine with that trade. I think that's a lateral move, but I think if you have the depth to move into a better player like that, you should. So good job.
I prefer the Ramondre and Kirk side.
Okay. Adam says my running backs are Swift, Gibbs, Roshan, and JT. Should I trade DK for Monty or ETN? I would go ETN of those two.
Yep.
Pitts or Higbee this week? Higbee, playing the Colts.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac Diaz says trade B-Rob, Palmer, London for Ford, Higgins. They have great fantasy football players. And Wilson Jr. So I'm fine with that. Yeah, you're getting T. Higgins there too. I'm fine with that.
If you can use that trade and flip Ford too for a better asset, I'm even more happy about that deal.
Yeah, Warrior Loft says thanks. You are welcome, Warrior Loft. Kirk says happy. Nope. Jeez. Nope.
Dude.
Oh my gosh. Daniel says better long-term running back stash: Cam Akers, Rico Dowdle, or Kareem Hunt. Oh gosh, I'm gonna go Kareem Hunt.
Yeah, same.
How high do we rate Godwin? Is the Amari Cooper level? They get similar targets. He is Amari Cooper level. People are going to be quick to drop Chris Godwin because of what they've seen. But again, Chris Godwin is going to get a lot of targets. He is elite in every aspect of the game. He's an elite wide receiver. Dowdle's really good, bro. All it takes is one Pollard injury. He is good, and that is a good point. We're just not going to bet on injury. That's what we're doing.
Yeah.
Trade Kyron for JT. This is moving down the list a little bit.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, we already answered that. Sorry. Yes, do that. Should I flex Josh Warren or Jalen Warren, Josh Downs, or Zach Charbonnet? We're going to go Josh Downs, I think, this week. I don't know. Charbonnet was productive last week.
I go Downs.
Okay, Downs. Garrett Wilson, Palmer, or Ford in the flex. We're going to go Josh Palmer. Ezekiel, where's the nearest McDonald's? Elliott. That's really funny. Trade DK for Monty or ETN. My running backs are Swift, Gibbs. Oh, we already did this one. Yep, ETN. Yeah. Anthony Richardson and Justin Fields. AR. Easy.
AR.
All right, 1 flex, PPR, Kamara, Moore, Mostert, Tank, or Kyron Williams. I am going to go.
I'm going to go
Mostert.
Mostert as
Yeah.
well.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Thanks for joining us, guys. Make sure you get that number up. Make sure you drop a like while you're here. And again, Super Chats jump the line. We are getting caught up now. But
I got a lot of
we
questions.
got a
left,
lot
so-
of questions left to go.
Yep. Aaron Swarm says start Hubbard or Elijah Moore, 12-team full PPR. Definitely Elijah Moore. Assuming you're talking about Chuba for the Panthers. I don't even know if I'm starting him if Sanders is out, honestly. I don't love Chuba.
Not at all.
TB13 says 3 games that I know of our revenge, Zeke, Winston, and Ridley.
There you go.
Yeah. George says start 2 full PPR, Brian Robinson, Josh Kelly, Khalil Herbert. We're going to go B-Rob, and this is gross, but I'm going to go Josh Kelly
Yeah.
over Khalil Herbert.
Yeah. No. Absolutely. That's so. You're right.
Eckler's
That is-
not playing,
Yep. Okay. I'm with you.
and it sucks, but
Yes, that sucks.
yeah.
Yep.
Start Stafford, Burrow, or C.J. Stroud this week. Stafford. You got to go Stafford.
Yep. You got to go Stafford.
What's up? We
What's
already
up?
answered this question.
Okay.
Need 2 full PP. Already answered that one as well. Being Colts fans, Jack, do you guys believe Josh Downs will be startable at some point this season? Talent is clearly there, but I'm concerned about his depth of targets and touchdown upside. So here's a little lesson from the dynasty from Domain.
Okay.
From Domain.
Here's a lesson. Here it is.
To answer the question, yes, we do believe Josh Downs will be startable at some point in the season. And honestly, we've been telling people in this stream already to start him this week, depending on their depth situation. So I think in some situations he's flexible now. Talent is there. We absolutely agree. You're concerned about his depth of target. Let's put this straight. For a slot wide receiver that gets upwards of 12 targets in a game, depth of target doesn't matter. Depth of target only matters for big play ability wide receivers that are completely dependent on big plays. If I've got a guy that's getting anywhere from 6 to 12 targets in a game, I don't care that their depth of target is 5 yards. Because in PPR, that's just their targets are more valuable than the distance that they're getting targeted at.
Yes.
So that's why slot wide receivers in fantasy and PPR specifically can be so valuable, and they have such a high floor.
Yep.
Need 2 running backs: Robinson, Jacobs, Moss, and Connor. We're gonna go
That's
Moss and Jacobs.
Yeah, we'll go Moss and Jacobs there.
Yeah,
Hard not to start Connor, though.
yeah, for sure.
Chris O'Connor says 12-man full PPR traded James Cook, DJ Moore, and Mostert for Swift and Devonta Smith.
I like it.
Great trade.
Yep.
Great trade. Good job.
Carter says, did I win trading Najee and Downs for Jerry Jeudy and Charbonnet? I think there you're
yes.
betting on Jeudy staying healthy, and you're betting on Charbonnet increasing his workload. I think it's a fine deal.
Yeah, I don't think you're betting much either because Najee sucks.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Nick.
Do I play
What's up, Nick?
Ramondre Stevenson, Jeudy, or Flowers in my flex? I'm
This week.
personally.
Judy.
Who do the Pats play this week?
Doesn't matter.
I'm taking Flowers.
Oh, they're
there.
playing the Cowboys.
I take Flowers.
Who
Yeah.
are the Ravens
Who
playing?
are the Ravens playing?
The Ravens are playing the Browns.
Mm.
I'm still taking Flowers. He's
Brownies.
the wide receiver 1 there.
Yeah. I mean, Judy's got a good matchup with the Bears defense too.
Mhm.
Oh,
so
that's right.
Yeah, that's why
I may
said
lean Judy.
All right, Judy. Let's do it. We're all
It's
we're all in
close.
agreement.
Those are all good players, though. That's a
Yep.
tough one.
Yep.
Chris says traded Fields. I couldn't anymore. Had to package him in with DJ Moore in another league for Anthony Richardson. Nice deal. Nice deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
Start Ferguson or Ertz. We're gonna go Ertz every week.
Yep.
Sell high on Zach Moss right before Jonathan Taylor comes back. It's a statement. That's something that we've toyed with. We've
After this
recommended
week,
it,
yes.
and yeah. So
You're right.
I think if you have Zach Moss on your roster right now, like you obviously want to start him, but really for everyone's sake, we hope that he's off your roster.
Yeah, Nick
because-
the Kick 17. Thank you for joining us, my
Yeah.
friend.
Yep.
Carter does say he also traded Moss and Sutton for Ramondre. Did he win? Yeah, that's going to be
I like
fine
it.
here
It's
in a
a
couple
lot.
weeks.
It's a lot safer.
Did we answer Corey's?
Yes, we did.
Yep. Vex, should I trade Kittle for Garrett Wilson, Sam Laporta on the bench? Yes. If you got Sam Laporta, yes, I'm trading for Garrett Wilson with Kittle. Absolutely. Start CJ Stroud, Stafford, bro. We got that one. He says he's watching from, is that Italy or Spain? I don't know flags. I think it's Italy. I think it's orange.
I think that's Mexico.
No, that's not Mexico.
Could be India.
It could be India.
Yeah, that's true.
I can't see the
Wait,
colors.
All
All right, hold on. Let's figure this out. Hold on.
This is so bad.
Italy flag. Okay, Italy, that's red. India.
No,
Yeah, I think it's orange. I can't see it. I think
No,
it's not.
It's that way. Yeah.
Okay, I don't know. Tell us.
I
what
think it's
country.
Italy.
Okay, no, it's not. Italy is red. That's orange, isn't
Hard
it?
to tell.
I'm trying to look
Dude,
at
we're all
flags right
colorblind
now.
at this point.
All right.
This is
Birdman
a massive
says,
L by all
"I'm
of
the
us.
guy probably drop JSN for A Chain."
Uh,
Yeah, A Chain has more value right now. So, but if you don't have to drop JSN, I wouldn't.
Yeah.
It's Ireland.
Oh, it's Ireland.
I'm
Duh.
pretty
That's
sure.
right. That's right. That's exactly what it is.
Daniel Capskeenan says, I seen your video of not start ETN, but I have Madison, Moss, or Ford. So which two do I start?
Question mark, question mark, question mark, question
Yeah.
mark.
There, we're gonna go Moss and ETN.
ETN. Yeah, you have to start ETN there.
Well, actually, Madison doesn't have a bad matchup this week.
True.
They're playing the Panthers.
True.
So that would be a third for me. He'd be my third option.
Yeah.
Nick the Kicks is Kyron and Zach Moss are my starting running backs now because of Nick Chubb and Gibbs waiver wire clutching. Yeah, for sure. London goes off in London, yes sir. Just got offered Hill and Hawkinson for Kelsey and Waddle. Thoughts? Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes. Sup, fellas? Sup. Mr. Grapefruit. Side,
Mr. Grapefruit?
Which side of the straight offer? 10-team PPR, Sam Laporta and Zay Flowers, or Darren Waller and Calvin Ridley? I want to favor the better wide receiver in that
I
deal.
have to take the best player there. It's going to be
Yep.
Ridley.
Yep. Finding Jesus says I have Dell, Devonta Smith, Judy Pickens, Gabe Davis, Josh Palmer. 2 wide receiver, 1 flex. My team, trash. We're going to go Devonta Smith. We're going to go Josh Palmer. And we're going to have you flex Judy.
For sure.
Do not trade Jonathan Taylor for Kyron, Tyler says.
No, do not do that.
Do not do that.
We agree with you. Daniel says Ertz or Kincaid at tight end this week and
Ertz.
beyond. Ertz. Tristan says best stash, Rice, Mims, or Chark.
Mimsy.
Mims, please. Jeremiah says traded Mostert for Barkley to a 1 and 2 team. My league mates are really mad because I'm stacking my team. I'm the commissioner. What do I do? Tell them to suck it up. Good trade, Jeremiah. That's a great trade. Who cares?
Yeah.
Your league mates can cry about it.
Yeah.
Honestly. Vex says Mostert for ETN. I have Mostert, Saquon, and James Conner and Jonathan Taylor. I would honestly make that trade. I like that. Moving him for ETN is fine. He's got more long-term safety, in my opinion. They're yelling at us that it's Ireland, and we know we figured it out. Thank you, though. Rich says, I want to pick up Mims, but I can only drop C.J. Stroud or Kareem Hunt. We'll drop Kareem Hunt then. I have Purdy and Fields. Yeah. Oh, well then. Oh, gosh. I shouldn't say that. Drop a quarterback. I would drop Purdy.
Purdy's been doing really well in fantasy.
So?
So?
He doesn't want 3 quarterbacks. That's a waste of a roster spot.
Yeah, I know.
We can't tell him to drop Fields, dude. That
he has
stupid.
Herbert.
I mean,
wait. What QBs does he have? C.J. Stroud, Purdy, and Fields.
Yes. Are you taking?
Which one's been horrible?
Dude, that's gonna look stupid if we say that.
I know.
We're not doing that.
All right.
I would.
Does it? What looks stupider? Dropping the guy who isn't producing.
You don't. If you're starting one quarterback, then you need to be dropping Purdy there, and you need to be picking up Mims.
You shouldn't have that many quarterbacks in one QB.
Correct.
So that's for sure.
Yep.
What's a typical player I can get for trading Kirk? Depends on what Kirk you're talking about, Cousins or Christian Kirk.
If it's Christian Kirk, then you're getting like a wide receiver 2 or 3. That's typically the range that you're falling into.
Yeah, or running back like Jameson, Connor.
Yeah.
Start 2, Ridley, DJ Moore, Tank, Dell, Palmer. We're going to go Palmer there, and we're going to go Ridley.
Yep.
Chef says, is Gibson a drop in Dynasty at this point? No way. Or should I sell for like a 4th and a sandwich found on the floor? Pray it gets better. This is Gibson's
Sandwich.
4th year. So there's chances. Not chances. They're not re-signing him. So he'll go elsewhere. He's a good receiving back. So I think he'll be worth more than a 4th at some point. Like at that point, just hold him.
Yeah.
You're not getting a dart throw in the 4th round that's any better than Antonio Gibson from here on out.
Yeah.
David says, pick one to start in PPR, Tank Dell, Ramondre, or Garrett Wilson. I'm going to lean Ramondre. My second choice would be Tank Dell, and then we'll go Garrett Wilson last.
Yep.
Daniel says, why are you so much better at ranking players than ECR at Fantasy Pros? Keep up the good work, fellas. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate
Thank
the
you, Daniel.
support. David Elliott says, full PPR redraft was offered
David?
Robert Woods and Jalen Warren for my Tyler Lockett. No.
Nay would be mine.
Definitely nay. Thoughts on Justin Fields? Is he a drop or a hold? Well, we just talked about this. In general, Fields is a hold. If you have 3 quarterbacks, I think there's an argument to be made that you could drop Fields if you have 3 quarterbacks, but he's a hold right now. His rushing upside is too good.
Yep. You think Miles plays or should I pick up Chuba? No, don't pick up Chuba. Need 2 running backs, Brees, Chuba, Jalen Warren, Roshan Johnson, Josh Kelly, and Justin Hill. If you have to pick 2 out of those, I'd go Brees and Roshan probably.
Yeah, I'd go Roshan and Warren.
Or you're taking Josh Warren over Brees Hall?
Yeah,
Am I missing something?
Brees Hall hasn't done anything.
Okay.
Like literally nothing.
If he's full go this week, though, they'd give him some snaps. Who do they play?
Yeah, that's true.
The
They
Jets.
played the Chiefs.
Oh, so yeah, probably
Chris
not.
Jones.
Steven says, in a full PPR format, would you trade Judy and Kamara for CD Lamb? Yes, I would. My current running backs are Bijan, so yeah, I would make that trade anyways.
Yeah.
Chef says, appreciate you, my man. Khalil Herbert or Brees Hall this week? I will take Brees.
Yeah, same.
Bobby says you dropped Fields for Anthony Richardson, and I think you are very, very, very smart.
Smart.
Smarty.
Rich says, thanks, you're welcome.
Yep.
Charbonnet and Breida also available. Oh, I might be starting Charbonnet over some of those guys too, but
Yeah.
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 And Stephen L says Ireland. Yeah, that is absolutely
Ireland.
the case.
No way. We're caught up.
I know. We are caught up. All right.
It's ridiculous.
And that is probably going to do it for tonight. We have been on for quite a while now. We're able to answer a lot of questions. We appreciate you guys watching and joining us on these streams. We're going to be live next Friday night as well. Get that number up if you haven't subscribed and you're watching. It really helps us out. Make sure you drop a like before you leave. One last question from Bobby. I got to get rid of Alexander Madison. Trade targets, literally target anybody. We're just trying to get Alexander Madison off our roster. He's going to be a drop candidate if Cam Akers gets any run. But again, we appreciate you guys watching. Head over to flockfantasy.com/domain to get our full rankings for the rest of the season, to get access to our Discord, to ask us questions every day, all the time. We literally answer questions in Discord all day long. Make sure you go over there, get our articles, you get everything. Really, really appreciate you guys doing that. And like I said, use code DOMAIN, you get 30% off. And if you do the Mother Flocker trade, we'll give you a personalized team podcast for your fantasy team. So like I said, flockfantasy.com/domain. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Have a good weekend. We'll see you later.